Okay, hello. The trickster is a being found in mythological traditions throughout the world. Raven and coyote in Native American stories, to the wolf in Little Red Riding Hood.
I'm the only person here.
Loki in Norse mythology and Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean. They are all examples of the various forms a trickster can take. So what is a trickster? A trickster is an archetype. Carl Jung, an oft-cited psychologist, looked at myths from ancient cultures who had no contact with each other and found common characters, themes, and narratives. Jung came to believe that humans were born with these narratives that defy culture and used archetypes to explain these characters as blueprints. The trickster is an archetype, and so is the savior, the mother, the healer, the prostitute, and so many more. Some people take archetypes very literally, but I subscribe to them more in the literary criticism sense. I have been biased against Yellowstone for years because I just knew that it was a zoo of humans, but this is so beautiful. It's so awesome. And if you just go to the little spots that nobody else cares about and just sit there and look at it, you know, like I've been sitting at this tiny, tiny little travertine spring. You know, there's just one little like 6-inch hole with bubbling water coming out, and it is so beautiful. This is lovely. How does the trickster archetype function in this book, this situation, or in my life? What does the trickster archetype embody? According to Elizabeth Gilbert, the trickster is light, sly, transgender, transgressive, animist, seditious, primal, and endlessly shape-shifting. The trickster is mischievous, sometimes malicious. The trickster's role is to disrupt the system. Tricksters are intelligent, cunning, and love to disobey rules and defy authority. The trickster openly questions or mocks authority. So why would we want to be tricksters in our lives if the archetype is associated with deceit and cunning? The trickster archetype exposes our duality. Essentially, the trickster holds a mirror up to ourselves and our reality. Tricksters show us what we either can't see or what we refuse to see. We can use the lessons of the trickster to acknowledge our own dogma, rigidity, and desire for control. We all have contradictory natures. We all live in a state of duality, good and evil, friend and fiend, foolish and wise. We all have the trickster within us, but are we brave enough to embrace the slippery, in-between spaces of our own beliefs and thoughts? Embracing the trickster is one way to open up the space for our own dualistic natures. The trickster opens up the space for me to be okay with being both kind and cutting, honest and deceitful, good and shitty. Being a trickster is not easy, per se. Tricksters are truth givers. Tricksters hold space for good and evil. Tricksters defy death, whether literal, social, or metaphorical. I would argue that in a world of systems and ideologies, one of our most powerful tools is to embrace our own inner trickster. Embrace your intelligence, cunning, jokester, mischievous self. Life is absurd. Life is slippery. Work the system within the system. The trickster does not require living outside of it. Trickster is there to call us out when we take ourselves or life way too damn seriously. The trickster shapeshifts, questions, and rebels. Terry Tempest Williams writes about trickster energy, saying that we are encouraged to make peace with our own contradictory nature. Give in to your inner trickster. If this is your one life to live, you're not going to get a prize in the end for following the rules. This is my shit. Like, I should have been here a million years ago. I feel like there should be dinosaurs here. There probably are, somewhere.